This is Mencari Australia. Breaking news.
This is Mencari News Australia, and we're breaking down brand new inflation data that just dropped this morning. Australia's inflation rate has climbed to 3.8% in October, up from 3.6% in September. This is the first time the Bureau of Statistics has released their complete monthly consumer price index, and the numbers show cost of living pressures are still very real for Australian households. According to Michelle Marquardt, the ABS head of Prices Statistics, housing costs are the biggest driver, up 5.9% annually. Food and non-alcoholic beverages rose 3.2%. Recreation and culture, same story, 3.2%. But here's where it gets intense. Electricity costs surged 37.1% over the past year. That's not a typo, 37%. The ABS says this spike is primarily because state government electricity rebates have been used up by households. Queensland and Western Australia had rebates in place last October. Those are now gone. The timing of federal energy bill relief fund payments also played a role. Some households received first payments and catch-up payments at different times, creating volatility in the data. Strip out the rebate effects, electricity still rose 5% due to annual price reviews from retailers in July. To put this in perspective, the ABS just transitioned from quarterly to monthly inflation reporting. This gives us a clearer, more frequent picture of price movements. The so-called trimmed mean inflation, which smooths out extreme price swings, came in at 3.3%. That's slightly up from 3.2% in September. Goods inflation hit 3.8%. Services inflation climbed to 3.9%, driven by rents up 4.2%, medical services up 5.1%, and domestic holiday travel surging 7.1%. On food, meat and seafood prices jumped 3.8% annually. Beef and lamb both rose more than 10% over the past 12 months. The ABS attributes this to strong overseas demand for Australian red meat. Fruit and vegetable prices are up 1.8%. In October alone, fruit prices jumped 3.1%. Strawberries, raspberries, and apples all got more expensive. Meals out and takeaway costs remain elevated at 3.6%, reflecting higher labor and ingredient costs for restaurants and cafes. This data lands as millions of Australians are already feeling stretched. Renters facing a 4.2% annual increase, families watching grocery deals climb, young people choosing between heating their homes or buying fresh produce. Domestic holiday travel costs rose 5.9% just in October, higher than the 3.4% rise we saw last October. The ABS says school holidays hit all states and territories this year, plus major sporting events drove up demand. The electricity story is particularly complex. Households benefited from rebates, then saw them disappear. The sticker shock is real, even if the underlying price increase is closer to 5%. For policymakers, this 3.8% figure sits above the Reserve Bank's target band. It signals inflation is sticky, stubborn, and not backing down as quickly as hoped. The Reserve Bank will review this data closely at their next meeting. Markets are watching for signals on interest rate decisions. The transition to monthly reporting means we'll get faster, more granular insights into price movements going forward. No more waiting for quarterly snapshots. We'll keep monitoring these numbers and bring you verified updates as the inflation story develops. I'm Michelle Batta from Mencari News Australia. Stay informed.
You've been listening to Flashwire, powered by redmencari.com, where facts still matter and stories still mean something. If you believe in independent journalism with impact, hit subscribe and share this episode. Your support keeps truth alive.
Breaking. Verified. Australian. When the story breaks, we don't wait. We verify, explain, and bring you the facts straight from the source.
Now, Optus has clearly failed here. Optus have failed to put safety first.
Company Optus and its parent company Singtel operate commercially.
Discussions based as friends and trusting. And part of our discussions, informally as well as
the whole
formally,
world
has
came
been
together, to be honest. So many countries that you wouldn't have even thought of it, they came together. The world has come together.
Now, we do need to draw a line in the sand when it comes to the protests that we continue to see in this country.
The Flash Wire is your rapid response breaking news podcast, a stripped down, adrenaline-paced bulletin that drops minutes after major stories break. It's designed for listeners who want accuracy and speed, not noise. Think of it as the audio equivalent of a newsroom's red alert light turning on. Each episode runs under 5 minutes, short enough to drop between scrolls, but packed with verified updates, eyewitness info, expert sound bites, and a forward look at what happens next. No spin, no filler, just what you need to know and what comes next.